Hey pretty thing, tell me what to do. I got that new, so pull up and come through. Grab your popcorn and your drink too. Hey, okay, wait a minute now.
Savannah, I'm coming home, Savannah.
Okay, so I'm feeling very colorful. I'm feeling pinkish. I feel like I want to mix pink and blue together, you know. I don't know why. I just feel that way. You know, I see something in my head and I want to execute it. You know what I'm kind of with it. So that's what we're gonna do. What's going on here? What is we doing? I don't know. We're just going for it. I feel like I should get a little drink, you know. It's the afternoon over here. You know, hubby is at work. I can't wait for him to come home. You know, that's my everyday life. You know, I'm gonna try and share more things with you. I am so bad at it. I don't know why. I think there's something psychologically wrong with me. I just can't really get into sharing so much about me. I really want to talk to you guys. I want to tell you guys about me, you know, what I'm doing, where I'm going, where I'm coming from, but I don't know. I don't know how to go about it. Someone said to me the other day, and I see you, girl, I should do a Q&A, and I really want to do a Q&A, but every time I try, if you follow me on Snapchat, those of you who follow me on Snapchat know I have tried to come in and say, yo, I'm gonna do a Q&A. I'm sitting here and I'm filming and I wanna do a Q&A, but till this day, the #1 question that I get is, why am I in Japan? I'm gonna put a link for it right over here somewhere. Is it over here? I think it's right here, yes. I'm gonna put it up there, why I'm in Japan. I have a video, and if I do forget, well, I'm not gonna forget because I'm gonna edit this video and then I'm gonna see, you know, the run back of me saying, I'm gonna put it right there, so I'm gonna put it right there. I'm gonna also put it in the description box. I have a full video on why I am here in Japan, and you know what? It's so simple. My husband is Japanese. That's why I am here. But in the video, I kind of talk a little bit about how we met and so forth and all of that good stuff. And I was so uncomfortable in that video, to be honest with you, because I don't know, I just don't want to share anything. It's not that I have anything special, it's just that I feel like my private life should stay private. You know what I'm saying? But I have nothing to hide. I don't live an extraordinary life or anything. Child, you talk. Okay, so first things first, I am going to moisturize my lips because, you know, I'm trying to remember to do this in the beginning of the video. So before I do anything, let's do that. Hello. Like every time I look back on my videos, I'm like, why are your lips so dry? What's wrong with you? All right, so I've been trying out this new thing with my brows. My brows do not stay up, you know, and I've been trying to get them to push up because I have seen so many people do the push-up brow look, like, you know, they get the hairs to stay up. They use soap. They use a whole bunch of stuff to get it to stay up. I think soap is probably the most popular technique, but I don't have any clear soap and I'm not in the mood to go out and try and find any right now. So I've tried this with Super Hold Clear Gel. That works fine, but I find that it's kind of like the consistency is a little bit too thick, you know. So I'm gonna be trying my clear mascara. Now my clear mascara is actually brown because I always go back in and like groom my brows after I fill them in, so you know, some of the product got in there, but this is actually clear mascara. So I'm going to push them up, like really push the product in there, you know, and I also have a fan on me and I'm gonna be using my finger to really kind of like press the hairs to see if I can get them to stay up before I fill them in, and it's tacky enough to really get them to stay down, like to really get them to stay up, I should say. On their own, they would never do this. Like this just would never happen. You know, you see what I'm saying? Like no matter how much I try, this would never happen because they normally want to go. You see how this is? Like it goes down, you know, like right here goes up a little bit, but still it's like it's going in this direction, not this direction. So I want to lift the brow, and that looks really, really good. So I'm just gonna go in and sparsely fill that in. I think I'm gonna add one more coat because I feel like this is not gonna be enough. It's probably gonna lift some of the brows, like they're gonna revert back. So this is completely dry, by the way, and it does feel a little stiff, but it holds the brows. So there's a little tip for you. Okay, so I already filled in one. I had to really like, you know, take my time and do this one. So I'm gonna do the other one so you guys can see. So I have some of my ABH Dip Brow in Ebony, and I'm just, you know, going side to side to get the brush going. Now, if you want to know how I customize this brush, you should have been following me on Snapchat, but if you really want to know, I can just include it in a video for you, okay? What I'm gonna do is just like stamping motions, like drag out the color and fill in the sparse areas. I'm not gonna fill out the whole entire brow because I want the hairs to show. So I'm gonna just, you know, kind of like stamp it in there. Okay, so as usual, first things first, I'm gonna go in with my Black Opal concealer and even out my eyelid space. And I'm also gonna apply this on my lower lash line. And I'm gonna be blending this out with a dry beauty sponge. But before I blend it out, I'm gonna go in with my ColourPop concealer in the shade 40. And with that, I'm just going to dot right under the brow. And I wanna mix the colors. So I'm gonna go in with 50 and kind of just dot in between that. I don't want under here to be too bright. I'm just gonna tone it down a little bit. And now taking my angled brush from Inglot, I'm just going to clean up under the brow. And then I'm gonna go in and blend it out using my dry beauty blender. Okay, so now that I have my base, the first color I'm going to go into is this dark blue right here. And this is from the Morphe, I think this is the Picasso palette that they have. I think they renamed it. I got this a while back and this is my first time to use it. With this, I am going to create my outer V area, and I'm just really gonna pack this on in there, you know, get the color really pressed in there and all of that good stuff. That's what we're gonna do. Okay, so I am going to be using the, what is this? The Electric Palette by Urban Decay, and I'm gonna be taking the bright blue over here, and with that, I'm going to start to blend out the harsh lines. Okay, and I'm gonna be using several blending brushes for this because I'm gonna be doing several colors. So with each color that I place down, I'm gonna be switching out for a different brush. That way I don't contaminate the colors and they can look proper on the eye. Make sense? Okay, so I've decided to take the same blue and just pat it all over. I really like how this looks a lot more bright compared to over here where it's a little bit more dark. So I just took the same brush, pressed it in there, and I'm just stamping it on top of the other blue. It just makes the blue a lot more vibrant. Boom. Okay, so now I'm gonna go into the Juvia's Place Festival palette, and with this, I'm going to be taking this fuchsia color right in the middle right here, and with that, I'm going to start to press that right beside the blue and get a nice little gradient going on. Okay, and taking the same color, but I'm gonna use a blender brush now, so I'm just gonna tap it in there very lightly, and I'm gonna start to buff out the harsh line and kind of marry it into the blue right in between here as well. I'm gonna lay a purple on top of that so it'll blend even better. Okay, going back into the Picasso palette, I'm going to take this purple right here. Hello, come through. This purple right here, and I'm gonna blend like right in between the pink and the blue, because that didn't blend itself. I think the blue is just too strong. We need to get a gradient going on up inside here. So I'm just gonna pat this on right in between here, flip the brush over and just kind of pat it out in between each colors so we can have a nice smooth transition in between the two. And I'm gonna take my little blender brush that I was using to blend out the blue and just buff over that so it looks a lot more seamless. Okay, so now that I have the colors blended, I'm going to go into this pink right here, and I'm gonna place that on the inner third right there. I'm gonna kind of blend it over into the pink. First, I'm cleaning off my brush. You hear that? That's the brush getting cleaned off. So I'm cleaning off my brush, especially my packer brush, in between each application because I just don't want to be using a whole bunch of brushes because washing brushes ain't fun. It ain't. Not one bit. And now I'm gonna take a different blender brush and I'm just going to blend out the edges and buff it over into the darker pink. So we have a nice transition going on. And now that I have that, I'm going to go in and follow the same pattern. I already have the blue on the lower lash line. So I'm gonna go into the Festival palette and take that pink, and I'm just going to put that in the center. And then I'm going to go into the Deuce palette and take the lighter pink and place that right beside it. And for the tear duct, we'll finish that off when we're almost done with the face. Okay, so before I go in and put on my wing liner, because I'm definitely going to be doing a wing with this one, I am going to take a makeup wipe and clean up all of that lovely fallout that took place. And I'm going to sharpen up under here at the same time. See what I'm saying? Like, So the liner I'm using is by NYC, and this is their liquid matte black liner. Absolutely love this liner. Look, man. You see how thick this liner has gotten? Look at it, look at it. Because this has happened, I'm like, okay, what am I gonna do? You just gotta make it thicker. I mean, what you gonna do at this particular point? I mean, this don't look too bad, but this is not what I was going for, but I don't wanna start over. You see what I'm saying? Like, why? Okay, today is struggle liner day. Sometimes it's like that, man. Sometimes you just can't get your hands to do what you want them to do. I can't breathe, I'm out of breath. I'm holding on for dear life. Okay, you know what? I gotta do this off camera. I gotta calm down for a minute because I'm frazzled. Oh my God. Okay, this is as good as it's gonna get. Today's not the day for liner. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes it's the lashes. Today it's the liner. Okay, speaking of lashes, today my lashes are by Flutter Lashes, and these are the style Frosting. And they are a thick, full pair of lashes. So this is what I'm gonna go for, and I'm gonna split them down the middle. You guys already know the drill. Okay, so it is time to beat this mug. So first things first. Oh, the voice is cracking. Okay, first things first, my Nivea cream. You guys know the drill. I mean, this is my holy grail moisturizer. You gotta moisturize your skin, guys. Like, no matter what primer you use, like, first things first, go in and moisturize your face. You see what I'm saying? And instead of doing things with my hands today, I'm gonna be using a brush, because a brush does it really, really nicely. And with a brush, I have more control. A lot of times, like, whenever I go in and I moisturize my face, I always rub off my brows with my hands. So I don't wanna do that today. That's why I'm using the brush to get in and around those areas. I mean, did you see that? Did you see that? Did you catch that? Now, for my first primer, I'm going in with my Fenty Beauty primer. And as usual, y'all know I love this primer. Primer is everything to me right now. I absolutely love it. I'm gonna use a brush, same way. And for my second primer, right under my eyes and a little bit on my nose, I'm gonna use the Huda Beauty matte primer, mattifying primer. I'm gonna use the same brush and just spread that out underneath there. This also smells really good. I'm not mad at these products that smell good, like, as long as it don't break me out. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And for my foundation today, I'm gonna be using the Huda Beauty foundation in Chocolate Mousse. And I'm just gonna blend all of this out using my Marc Jacobs brush. Okay, so before I go in and highlight, I have been loving contouring before I highlight. So I'm just gonna go in with my Fenty Beauty matte stick, and today I'm gonna chisel. Since I'm wearing my hair up, I definitely want the chisel, but at the same time, I'm gonna keep it light. I don't want it to be too much. I don't wanna be overboard, is what I'm saying. See, it's still very light, just a little tint. For my first concealer, as usual, I'm gonna go in with the Fenty Beauty matte stick in Suede. I'm just gonna place this right underneath there. You're not gonna see a lot of difference, but I'm not gonna use this to blend anything out or to spread out under there. I just like to place that right in that area, because this is a, you guys have heard me say it before, it is a cream to powder finish, so I find that it really helps to keep the under eye looking really nice and bright without having to blend it out. Okay, so it's been a while. So the first color I'm gonna go in with is the, I'm gonna be mixing quite a few concealers today, okay? We want to go bright. So the first one I'm gonna go in with is 40 by ColourPop. Carry it into this area right here, little bit. And I'm also going to be using my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, because this is also a really nice concealer. I'm gonna place that in there as well, right on top of that, just under the eyes though. Where's my sponge? I don't even have my sponge. Okay, so I had to go and get me a sponge. And this is the Morphe sponge, and I'm just gonna go in and blend all of that out. Sit up straight, come on now. For some extra brightness, I'm gonna go in with 36 by ColourPop. I absolutely love these concealer. They're so pretty, you know. And I have my powder on standby, because as soon as I finish blending this out, I'm gonna set it. Okay, going in with my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Powder in Golden Beige, I'm gonna go in and set this right away. No dilly, no dally. And with whatever is left, not dipping back into the powder, I'm just gonna get the other high points of my face. Okay, so I do feel like I want to bronze up my face a little bit because my face is looking a little bit too light. So I'm going to go in with my, what is this? My loose powder by Black Opal, and this is in the shade Deep. With this, I'm just going to put back some redness. It's a little bit too light for me. You see, we need that right there. You know what I'm saying? Bronze up the face a little bit. To set the rest of my face, I'm going to go in with my MAC powder. I was going to say MAC Infallible Powder. Listen. Okay, my MAC Studio Fix powder in NW45, and I'm going to blend in between the highlight and the contour and bring everything together so we can start looking right, you know what I'm saying? We're not looking right yet. And I'm gonna use the same powder to contour my nose. And I'm gonna go back in with my clear mascara and comb through my brows one more time to get rid of any powder that fell in there. Brighten them back up. They're already staying up, so I just need to remove that top lip. That's why this is brown. Okay, because I use this to remove powder and to kind of set them in place, bring them back to life. Okay, so for my highlighter today, I'm going to be dipping into the Makeup Shayla highlighter with ColourPop, and this one is booming because this look is booming today. Okay, woo woo. And I'm gonna use the cap, like that little shimmer in there. Trust me, that's a lot. Okay. You see? Okay, I'm gonna get my forehead just a little bit, just sweep it over there a little bit. Come down on the nose, bring out that nose bow. A little bit on the chin, Cupid's bow. Okay, I'm just gonna do my Cupid's bow like this. Instead of doing like the two lines, just do it like that. And for my blush today, one of my favorite brushes. One of my favorite blushes is the Feel the Heat blush by NYX. Beautiful orange, super pretty on brown skin. So with this look, I don't want my blush to be like too popping, you see what I'm saying? So I'm going for a color that more suits brown skin, you see what I'm saying? Like more toned down. Very, very pretty, very subtle, not too, you see what I'm saying? Boom. Okay, so it's time to finish off the eyes, the look. The face is practically done. I just need to spritz it down with some setting spray, which I don't even know if I'm gonna do because I do love a matte look, and give me 1 hour and I will start to be very dewy. So anyways, talking too much. Let's finish off the eyes. So I'm gonna go into the Moon Dust palette by Urban Decay, and in this palette I am going to be taking Spectre, which is this color right here. And you can't really see that, but it is a beautiful shimmery iridescent type of color. So I'm hoping that it'll look good in here. It should. I don't see why not. That's the one. I like that. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with my lash primer, and I'm going to thicken up my lower lashes with this. Okay, and to coat and blend my lashes with the false lashes, I'm going to be using the Big Shot mascara by Maybelline. Okay, so fixed my hair a little bit, did that off camera so we can speed up this video. So it's time for the lips, okay? So first I'm gonna go in with BFF by ColourPop, and I'm going to line my lips with this. You gotta remove the gloss, honey. Okay, so now that the lips are rimmed, I'm gonna go in with Sugar Pill, and this is their liquid lipstick in Doll Up. Okay, so for my gloss, I'm gonna be using the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb. I'm just gonna place this in the center of my lip, and we are done. Okay, so that is it for this tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. The one thing I will say that I found interesting is that the brow gel, like the brow with the clear brow gel that I use, the brows are a little bit shiny, you know. They're not completely flat either. There's still texture there because there's hair there, but they did stay up, so I'm really liking how that came out. It's just like the shininess or whatever. Maybe next time, before I actually go in and start to carve out my brows with my Anastasia Beverly Hills thingy, maybe I'll kind of like dust over it with like a clear powder, something that is translucent basically, you know, just to take away from the shininess, because there is a bit of shine there, but that is because of the actual brow gel. But I did find this very interesting. It was a little bit tedious. I don't know if I'm going to be doing, I'm definitely going to be doing it again. What are you talking about? You're going to be doing it again. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe. Please give this video a thumbs up. Share it with your friends and your family and all of that good stuff. Hit the notification bell. That way you don't miss any new videos whenever I do upload, and you become a part of the family. You know, you're secured. You're locking yourself in whenever you click that notification bell. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, follow me on all of my social media platforms, which is Instagram and Snapchat. Everything is under Savannah Sylver. I've made it super easy for you. I'm really easy to find. Yeah, I want to thank you guys so much for your love and your support and all of that good juicy stuff that you guys keep throwing my way. I love you guys for all of that. And yeah, until the next video, I will see you guys real soon.